What is going on, YouTube? It is your boy J Mid, and today, y'all, we got another video today. Now, look, I told you I was going through my DMs last time I was live streaming, but I found a really interesting DM from somebody, right? And they said in their DM, "Yo, Jay, I recently got NBA 2K24 2 months ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel useless in solo rec. I know you're not a PG at heart, but I really could appreciate it if you had some ideas to help me improve my overall game as a rec player. Later videos, by the way, please help." Now, appreciate love support, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Now, number one, you're in luck because I do have a PG, and I have some footage that I can show you that I can give you some help on. Now, look, before we get to anything, appreciate all y'all for love support. You know what I'm saying? We're on the road to 5K subs. Make sure to like, subscribe. Let's get straight to the video, okay? Now, like I said, this is going to be a long video because we got a lot to talk about, right? And I'm trying to here to help you guys, right? Now, number one, y'all know I'm not a PG, right? I'm really, like I said, at heart, a shooting guard or a small forward. But the problem with people that make point guards is they don't understand what a point guard is, okay? Right now, if you walk into a rec game with a PG, or if you're not playing PG, you're probably going to get somebody who just wants to be a facilitator when their build has all of the tools to do a little bit of everything, right? Prime example, you start up and play PG right now. What is your mindset, right, as a point guard? Because your mindset should be, how can I get the other forward players on the team open opportunities? That's what a point guard does. They get other people shot opportunities, right? Or not even, and you could just say looks, right? Decent looks. You're supposed to get those people open, those four other people opportunities for, so they can be a part of what's going on, right? Now, right now, the meta which you have in NBA 2K24 is you have these peak point guards who claim their pass first. And I've said this numerous times, the pass first thing to me is a myth because it's an excuse for somebody who truly doesn't know how to score, right? Now, I'm also saying this, by the way, too, because you're going to have a lot of people say, well, Brian really good at the game like that, things like that. It's not about being good at the game, bro, because I ain't good at this game, right? It's about knowing what your build does best, right? So, for example, you see I got a PG right here, Yellow Dwights, right? Y'all know my PG Yellow. I have them in numerous videos, numerous times. And yes, I give my players names. Yellow Dwights, he's a 6'4" point guard. I made him in season 4, season 5 or something like that. And when I made him, at first, I wasn't really anything with him. He was, you know, your typical facilitator and things like that, because he was like, what, an 80 overall. But the more I kept playing with him and knowing I'm not a PG, I realized that Yellow's build can really score the ball. You see what I'm saying? So, yes, as a point guard, just to give people looks, but if your build can be an absolute bucket, and I'm talking about, you know, and I'm not saying you got to be a ball hog. Yellow's 6'4", right? If I had to compare you to two NBA players, I would say he's a De'Aaron Fox and a Damian Lillard. Two players. That's how he plays. Reason why I said De'Aaron Fox, he's super quick with the ball. He's super fast with the ball. He's athletic. Reason why I said Damian Lillard, he has range. I mean, deep range. You guys, some of you have already seen it, right? But my whole point is this. If you made a point guard build, right? And he has ball handling, he has dribbling, he has, you know, I already said, ball handling. If he has that, if he has shooting, if he has finishing, you as the point guard are supposed to be able to showcase that. Now, me personally, right, I like to come out swinging first. Meaning, you know, especially if you're playing solo rec, right? Because that's what this whole really part is. You're playing solo rec. So if you're playing solo rec, you really don't know what your teammates are. You want to be the point guard that comes out swinging first. Because you want to let the other team know, yo, this one of them point guards to where he not scared with the ball in his hand. You see what I'm saying? But if you playing in a rec and you're playing with a PG to where he just hot potato this, just get rid of it. He don't want the ball. You kind of already know, okay, he ain't nothing to worry about. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not saying you got to be a ball hog. You got to set the tone of the game, bro. And this comes from somebody who's really not a PG at heart. But in these clips, you've seen that I've had an A teammate grade. I've had all of these, you know, I'm getting these, you know, great plays and highlights, things like that. It's because I know how to utilize my build. Now, like I said, Yellow's build, he's 6'4". He's really young. He can play one. He can play the 1 and the 2. He's a point guard, yes, right? He's a combo guard, right? A combo guard is somebody that can do a little bit of everything. You see what I'm saying? You can put them at, they can play a position a little bit because they can do a little bit of everything. You see what I'm saying? Now, like I said before, being able to score. Look at that. I mean, you gotta take over, shoot it. See what I'm saying? You see the teammate grades. Now, are you gonna have games to where you're gonna be lethal from shooting every game? No, you're gonna have games to where you're missing, right? But my whole point is when I'm talking about come out swinging first, right? Pause. You guys know what I mean, though, right? You guys know how it is when you're playing with a point, when you're playing up against a PG to where he is frying the team that you're on, right? He is cooking the people or the other PG that's on your team to where you're like, how do we stop this guy, right? And the reason why I pointed that out is because let's say, okay, I made a PG, but I really don't know how to really get people involved, right? Well, if you know how to score the ball somewhat, means you take smart shots, your build, you know how to get separation, bingo. See what I'm saying? And a lot of these plays, you don't see me doing no L2 cancel because in reality, I don't even know how to do that stuff, right? All you see me doing is doing what Yellow builds does best, right? So if Yellow build is a floor spacing slasher, right, with a 93 pointer and a 90 speed with ball, whatever you want to call it, right? And I think he has like a 80 driving layup and a 70 driving dunk, right? Meaning this build can do a little bit of everything. If you are not the so-called best facilitator, then come out the gate with the game, set the tone, right? Meaning you want your teammates to know, okay, we got a pitcher, he's not scared with the ball. Because like I said, 9 times 10, you're going to wreck him right now. You're not playing peaches. The peach on your team, he has no confidence. He doesn't know what he's doing, right? And he's in a corner, right? All of the above. He's in a corner. I want you to think about it for a second. Have you noticed to where some of y'all probably realize, why are we losing by 30? Or why are we getting blown out? That's because probably A and B, meaning your PG and center, they ain't giving you nothing, dog. You see what I'm saying? And this is why I always ask, I'm like, okay, bro, listen, if you can't create separation on any build, like let's say, somebody gives you a build with a 90 balling, but you still, for some reason, have no way to create separation, then in reality, you should not be a point guard, or you should not even be a shooting guard, because those two positions have to be able to create somewhat of some separation. You're a guard, okay? Guards are not just catch and shoot players. Now, yes, you got somebody like Klay Thompson, but I mean, who else is Klay Thompson? And Klay Thompson, he's an elite shooter. You don't really find elite shooters on NBA 2K24 like that. I mean, nowadays, because they upgraded the shooting, but you guys get my point, right? You're not going to find a Klay Thompson in solo rec. It doesn't happen like that. And first of all, Rams don't like to shoot the ball in the first place, right? So you're not going to find that, right? So as a guard, you must be able to create separation. That's number one. Number two, confidence, okay? I don't care who you're playing up against, right? Like I said, me personally, I like to show the other guard, we coming out swinging. We going to try to score the ball quick, right? Whether it's getting to the, like in a lot of these, look, we're going to try to get to the basket. Look at this. We're going to try to get to the basket because, look, it's going to draw attention to where you start attacking and the other team realizes the PG can't guard them. They're going to start sending help. When they start sending help, guess what? Somebody's open. You see what I'm saying? But this is the stuff that I'm saying. This is, fundamental basketball, and I get it. That's why you guys, some of y'all are asking me to, give y'all some advice, right? I'm not a PG, but look at those teammate grades. Look at those teammate grades. Well, Jay, you might just be good at the game. No, I'm not. Listen, y'all, when I tell y'all this, I promise y'all, I'm not good at the game. I just know my builds and what they're supposed to do. When you go in that builder, again, you got Mamba. I told y'all, that's why I compared him to De'Aaron Fox and Damian Lillard, right? When you go into that builder and you make a build, what you put the highest attribute is what you should be focusing on doing, right? Yes, you have a role to play, but know your build first, right? How many times where I see a point guard in the rec, right? Or even this year in the rec, they have a 3 next to their name, right? But they don't know how to use it. They don't know how to get separation to where they can't use it. They're just a catch and shoot player. That's why I say, bro, a lot of these PGs sit in the corner and want to be a catch and shoot player. You don't know what you're doing. See what I'm saying? Like I said, me personally, Yella can do everything. He could, score the ball, facilitate, and play defense. Is his build a two-way? No, but me as the person, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I give my players names. I play defense. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? All my builds they can play defense. Cody, he ain't no two-way, but I play defense. See what I'm saying? So that changed the narrative with that, right? But you have to understand, as a point guard, and why you might seem useless is because you don't know how to use your build the proper way as the identity. For example, you make a PG, right? And again, I want y'all to pay attention because, by the way, all of these games in the background are all with randoms, by the way, too. Every single one of them, different game with randoms, right? I mean, I think this game right here, yellow is at shooting guard, but you know, like you're playing, like I said, you're playing with a trash point guard. Guy is cold in the first quarter. So where the other team's like, get a shooting guard the ball. Why is he setting picks and he the PG, bro? But you see how Yellow can create his own separation and get to the basket and be a somewhat somebody you got to worry about. Nobody's saying, you know, he's good or elite, but you see how you give Yellow the ball, it's gonna cause some havoc. People got, it's not, you can leave this guy one-on-one because he gonna make something happen. He gonna get to the free throw line. You play with confidence, bro. Now, Jay, why is you attacking the ball with Yellow so much? Because what did I just tell you? He has a high driving layup, right? So when you have a high driving layup, and then you got a vertical at that, because Yellow does have a vertical, by the way, right? He's super athletic. Then he's got like a 90 speed with ball. He's quick with the ball, right? So you pull these to a factor, you're talking about somebody that can not only, you know, score in multiple ways, but draw also, you know, get others involved because other people are going to worry about it. Like that right there, right? And this game is the prime example what I'm talking about because he was at the 2 this game. Because the PG is in the corner, like I've been saying. Don't know what he's doing. He's in the corner, right? But it's funny how that works out. And that's why, like I said, majority of people that make point guards, they seem utterly useless because they don't know how to use their build. You cannot make a point guard with a 93 ball and a so-called 85 dribbling, 85 speed with ball, and you can't create separation. Because now that 90-something 3 ball is useless because you don't know how to get open. You don't. You don't know how to get open. But you see how this guy just keeps running around? Look, he's just running around. He don't know what he's doing. And that's the results in the record right now. Players don't know what they're doing. That's why I said, why have a game mode in the game to where you're going to allow players to walk in who have no idea what they're doing? And you might say, well, listen, everything that you're talking about is facts, but I'm not going to lie to you, Jay. I don't know how to use the player. Honestly, you should not make a point guard or a shooting guard. Because like I said, those are things you have to be able to do. Think about it. A PG's job is to create offense, right? A shooting guard's job is to score the ball. How are you going to do those things? You can't create separation. You can't get open for yourself. How are you going to do that? Okay? And again, like I said, look at what happens when Yella steps on the floor. It just seems like it makes everybody else be better all around. Because he, like I said, I'm going to play with confidence. I don't care who I'm playing up against, right? I'm playing with confidence. To where, look, we're going to come out swinging. And as you can see, when Yella gets the ball, it makes everybody else kind of figure out what their job is supposed to be because they're like, okay, with the PG, he's not scared. You see what I'm saying? And that's a part of the problem. A lot of these point guards, they're scared with the ball. You cannot be afraid of having the basketball in your hands as a point guard. That can't happen. Or even a shooting guard. Right? But when again, he don't know what he's doing, right? He has no idea what he's doing. And fun fact, by the way, because the other they were you know, because like I said, he was PG this game and Yellow was at the 2 this game. They were getting on the PG saying, you know, you're awful. And he was, I got 3 assists. But your 3 assists are not you creating or making a difference. Your 3 assists are you throwing somebody the ball and hoping they can score the ball. You didn't really get nobody involved. You wasn't doing that. You was running around and hope somebody can finish a play for you. That's all you were doing, right? And like I said, all of these games are random, so different games, right? But notice how, like I said, when Yella steps on the court, he makes, it's like everybody knows what they want to do all of a sudden. They know what they want to do. Look, Yella got the ball, right? Look at this, okay? Look, he got the ball. No left, no L2 catch, none of that. Got him to the basket. 2 points, just like that, right? Now look, I don't even know. I think I actually streamed this game, I think, by the way. So I don't know if I remember. But look, again, attacking the basket, got somebody open or something like that, right there, bam, get another assist, right? But again, he's a floor spacing slasher. I think I streamed this game, by the way, too. He's a floor spacing slasher, bro. So you're gonna say, well, bro, all you're doing at PG is slashing. It's almost like what I just talked about earlier, right? Doing what your build does most. If the build has a high driving layup, right, and a decent vertical, why would we not be attacking the basket? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you not be attacking the basket if that's what the build does? Right now, like I said, a reason why, if you want to know why I really I'm not a PG at heart, is because the randoms on NBA 2K24, they are, I mean, it is awful. I mean, these guys have no idea what they're doing. You could be one of the greatest players, right? Just give me an example. You play randoms in the rec, they don't know what they're doing. Everybody, and see, this is what's sad about the rec. Everybody in the rec, they just want to score, 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 score. They don't want to play their role. See what I'm saying? They don't want to take that fallback and, let me just do my job and we good. No, they got to have player to have. They got to have 30 points. That's why they doing the most instead of just playing your role. That's why some of y'all losing games. Because you're playing with people to where they don't want to play their role. They want to be the star player but not play the role. It don't make no sense, right? 0 sense whatsoever. But again, Yella, right? Now they just gonna ball watch. See what I'm saying? And that's another thing too. When you are playing PG, have your icons up, because people in the rec ball watch a lot. Like I said, Yella play defense. Okay, y'all know what time it is, right? But have this stuff ready, aggressive, right? Like I said, why would we not attack the basket if that's what this build could do? Now, because I can see the comments now, bro. If I ever played against Yella in the rec or your PG in the rec, I'ma just sit paint and you will get cooked. Because Yella's shooting 58% for the 3-point line. Don't get it fucked up. Don't think, please leave Yella open if you want to, okay? Please think that he's just, a person that's just gonna slash. Because this guy can absolutely shoot lights out. And I mean absolute lights out, okay? So please be my guest and leave Yella open if you want to. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, I hope, number one, I also want to talk about this, by the way, too. And I told y'all, they're not giving you no NBA 2K25 information. You're not getting any gameplay right now. So that's why we really not been talking about that. But, when I got this DM, it was almost like, because I played last night and I was on Jared's build. And if you don't know what Jared I'm talking about, he's my lockdown build, which meaning I was on lock last night. And guess what? I was out there doing my job with Jared. You mean leading the game in stops, 2 blocks, 4 steals, right? We're down 30, right? So in the first quarter, like I said, think Dilla can't shoot the ball, right? Think he can't shoot the ball. Now, look at that team record, by the way, too. Look at that team record as well. Now, I'm glad this happened because, I'm glad this happened because we were down 30 in the first half. The PG had 5 turnovers in the first quarter. Because he was doing the same thing. When I said something about it, everybody wanted to start a war. Like, nah, bro, you just complaining this the first quarter. I'm like, dog, we're down 30 in the first half, and you're leading the game in turnovers. Why is leading the game in turnovers? Because guess what he's doing, y'all? Every time he gets the ball, again, hot potato. You're doing the same thing. And this is why, like I said, I like a point guard that can do a little bit of everything. That's why I'm a fan of combo guards. The combo guard play style is like taking over today's NBA. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what combo, Steph is a combo guard, right? Dame is a combo guard. De'Aaron Fox, combo guard. These guys are players that can do a little bit of everything. You can't play these guys one-sided. Like, for example, you can't just, Steph's coming down to shoot the ball. We just going to, try to dare him to attack the basket. Steph will attack the basket and go to the free throw line. You see what I'm saying? Damian Lillard gets free throws. He's not scared to attack. But a lot of these point guards in the rec, they're one read. They're just so easy to shut down because all they did was put a high dribble and a high 3-ball. But if they don't know how to use it, you're just going to be useless in the corner, right? Look at these scores. Look at the teammate grades. And I'm playing with randoms in these games, by the way, too, right? Now I can see the comments now, bro. Well, looking at these clips, Jay, I mean, you a natural PG. It can look like that because I know how to use my builds to what they're supposed to be doing. That's why it might seem I could be a natural PG when it comes to playing in the rec. But that's not my game. I promise y'all that ain't my game. My game is really small forward and shooting guard. I like to play that role, meaning, small forward, a little bit of everything, like I said. gonna play defense, gonna rebound the basketball, do a little bit of everything. That's my game. I don't like being the primary ball handler because, like I said, playing with randoms, especially on this game, will make you lose brain cells. Make you lose, absolute brain cells. To where you guys see we're getting A pluses left and right, having one turnover. We're stealing the show, and we're not even trying to do that. What I mean by that is this: we're getting up all of these stats, and that's not our goal in the game. Our goal in the game was to play our role and play point guard. Our goal was not to get player to have and player to game. But you see, when we're doing that, it looks like, Yella's the best player on the floor because he's doing his job correctly. You see what I'm saying? He's doing his job. He's not worried about getting 40, 50 points. He's worried about how can I get my teammates open shot opportunities? How can I get my teammates to be, to have some type of confidence, right? As the point guard, you got to set the tone for that. You don't sit in a corner and just stare at everybody else. You sit in the corner like this. Oh, y'all got to ISO the score. See what I'm saying? And stop. Also, I'm going to tell you this, by the way, too. Stop, letting these other people tell you what to do. Like, prime example. Let's say, because I've had this happen before, and I'm playing with Yella, by the way, too. Yella's scoring 10 straight times, right? He beating the guy to the basket every time. The other PG has no defense, right? These guys on the mic, bro, this PG don't pass the ball. Because remember what I told y'all, these Rams that play the rec, they don't care about winning. They just care about stats. They don't care about playing their role. Why would you be complaining if you got a point guard on your team that's destroying the other PG to where the other team has no answer for it, right? But let's say, you just give them the ball, right? Okay, you're complaining because Yella's scoring. I'm going to just give you the ball. I'm going to just sit corner. Now it's the PG not doing nothing. But you was just complaining when the PG was doing his job, right? I complain when I get point guards that sit in corners and they don't do nothing. They're useless, right? And they get on the mic after the game. Well, we only lost by 8 points because you didn't do your job. You know what I'm saying? That is why. You only lost by 8 points because you did not. Now imagine how you do your job as a PG. Would you probably lose the game? Probably not. You know what I'm saying? But look, Yella is doing his job. Okay? And I know I got probably some other comments about 2K25, but we're not getting information, y'all. So it's not going to really help you on with that for now, right? But when it comes to this right here, the point guard position, y'all have to understand, listen, you got to know how to use your build, okay? You got to, right? Because I'm going to have people in the comment section, oh, all that build you're doing, he just runs to the paint. The build is a floor spacing slasher. What do you want the build to do? Just shoot nothing, just deep threes all game? No, because that makes you predictable, like how these other point guards are, right? They're so easy to guard because they're one read that you know what they're gonna do. You know, since where I played a PG, all he gonna do is just 3 hunt all game long. He can't get to the basket because he has no finishing. So he's gonna. So all I gotta do is set the perimeter all game. Just play perimeter, and he's useless because he can't dribble. He can't create separation, right? And I'm talking about just a twing cross here and there. Can't do it. He can't do it. But when it comes to you PGs out there, like I said, you got to know how to use the build in the best way it's supposed to be used, right? You got to know the identity of the build, bro. You have to. And if you want to be honest, okay, be honest. Like, okay, listen, Jay, I listened to everything you said in this video, but I feel like I can't do the things that you just talked about. Then do you think that you should make a point guard? Like, these are the things that you should be discussing with yourself before you just go on YouTube and copy somebody's build, or just go on the builder because you played in the game and you was like, oh, look, that guy made it look so easy. I'm going to just go and do what he did, right? Does it fit how you want to play? Does it fit your style of play? Because I'm telling you right now, a lot of the guards that I see playing this game, it don't fit your style of play. Y'all are trying to copy something that y'all are not. You see what I'm saying? Y'all are trying to be somebody that's not y'all game. You know, times where I played in a rec game before, and I got a lock on my team. He's got 0 stops, and he's focused on scoring the ball because being a lock ain't his game. He just want to do that because guess what? The build says lockdown defender, so I can make it seem like, oh, people are gonna fear me now because my build says lockdown. But in reality, he don't play defense. He don't play not one lick of defense. See what I mean? So these are the things you guys gotta have discussions with yourself before you go in that builder and make a point guard or even a shooting guard. Because like I said before, because I'm gonna say, what do you make? Why would you say Yella can play, the 1 and 2? Because as a combo guard, when you can do a bit of everything, meaning create separation, he doesn't, like, for example, Yella does not need a pick to be Yella. You see what I'm saying? He play defense, right? He's athletic. He's quick. He's very fast with the ball, okay? Shifty, all of that. That alone is going to draw attention, okay? That's going to draw attention. Not to mention he's shooting 57% or 59% from the three-point line. Those things already has got the other people on the other team's attention to where they know you can't just leave this guy open and he's going to attack the basket. And it makes everything easier because guess what? The other 4 players, the PG, he can score. He can cook the PG. I ain't got to worry about nothing. You see what I'm saying? If they help, somebody's open. Just like what I've been saying. You start beating up on the other people's, PG, they going to realize he can't guard him. So guess what? We got to help him. You help him, somebody's open. Right? Again, look at that. Look at that. So let me ask y'all a question. Is Yella 1 read? Because I can see somebody go put in the comments, yeah, he is, dog. All I'm going to do is sit paint. And I'm going to just make every 3 with Yella. Yella has a 93 ball. Have I remind y'all, by the way, too. Yella has a 93-pointer, okay? 90. This is not somebody that's got a 73-point shot. This guy got a 93 ball. And he's not afraid to attack the basket. Look at stuff like that right there, bro. Again, notice we're playing with randoms, and in these games, we're beating teams by 30. When I'm playing PG, you see, for the ones who think like, bro, you complain about these PGs, but I never see you play it. Well, now you see me playing with Yella. You see me playing with Yella. You see how these games are going. Did I win every game? Of course not. But you see the overall impact that is made when Yella's at PG. You see the difference if you play him at the 2. He gonna still make an impact to where these guys then gave up because they know they have no chance. None. And I can simply comment by the way too. See, that ain't right, Jay, because in a lot of these games that you showed, y'all were the better team. No, that's not the case, bro. And you can't blame Yella for that because guess what? 2K's matchmaking is piss poor anyway, right? And like I said, all these are randoms. And you want to know why the score is so bad? Because the other team's point guard is 1 read, like I said. Like that right there. 1 read. Can't do nothing but just one thing. That's why the score looks so, it's getting out of hand. Because it's so easy to shut down the PG. And guess what? You have no PG, you have no offense. Okay? Because even you want to say, well, if you have no PG, go to the shooting guard. Right. But the shooting guard's job is not to be a point guard. You see what I'm saying? That's not his role. His role is to make sure he can score the ball, if needed. Right? But he's not supposed to make sure everybody's getting their touches like the PG does. Right? That's why we blowing him out. Because the other PG is running. Look at their offense. They ain't got no spacing. No spacing. No nothing. Because they have no point guard. That's why you guys see me bash a lot of point guards in the game. Like I said, leave Yella open if you want to. Leave him open. Okay? Leave him open. Yella might be one of my most underrated my players on my game. You know what I'm saying? He might be my most underrated my player because the guy is so good. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and he was a project when I made him in like season 3 or season 4 or something like that. When I first made Yella in like season 4, he was a project. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't out here shooting logo threes and nothing like that. He was doing the basics. But when you see that I continue to work with Yella and the build, that he got better season by season. So where this guy looks like he's a natural point guard. When, like I said before, that ain't my game. But Yella makes it look easy because he does it all. He's a combo. That's why I said, the little pass. Oh, I'm a pass first player. Well, what do you consider being a pass first player? Do you consider a pass first being somebody to where the game start and you playing hot potato, and if they can't score, then what? Or do you consider, being somebody that's, gonna throw the first punch? So when you're gonna come out swinging, showing you not scared, dog. Showing you, you not scared with the ball. You're not scared to attack the basket and yam it on folks. You know what I'm saying? Like Yella Dwight. Like I've been telling y'all. Okay? An absolute combo guard. Right? Now, somebody's gonna be able to wear your 6. I don't even know what his 6 are. By the way, you gotta, figure that out. I don't know. But if you guys want more, footage, or more ideas of things like that, just hit me in the DMs, let me know. That should have been a steal, by the way. But again, another game to where, look, playing with randoms, right? Now, I ain't gonna lie, after that game, those guys, they didn't want to leave, right? And y'all know, it is kind of iffy, with random. So I was like, I don't mind running another game with them, right? So, we end up staying, and you see, it's not even close. Because like I said, when you have a point guard that's not scared with the basketball, it's like now everybody gets all of their confidence. That's why I blame point guards first. Because if you are not setting the tone as a point guard, your team they're not going to have the energy. They're not going to be ready to go and like, okay, let's do this. They're going to have a mindset of, yeah, we probably going to lose. Because I'm telling you right now, every time I get a PG on my team to where he just doing the same thing, I'm like, yeah, we gonna lose this game. I already know we gonna lose, so I ain't tripping, right? I'm not ready to play, right? But when I get a PG, if I ever get a PG that's playing like yellow, oh, I already know. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably going to shoot a contested shot because I'm going to play with confidence now because the PG is doing his job. He's creating offense. Whether it's getting to the basket, whether it's getting to the free throw line, he's creating offense. A lot of you point guards, y'all don't do that. Y'all sit in the corner and make the team have to ISO. Like I just said, shooting everything now because guess what? You're playing with a PG who's not scared with the ball, bro. So now those guys are not going to be scared to shoot the ball. Because guess what? Look at the PG. Look, they can give Della the ball, and guess what? He going to give you something. Look. So what more do I need to say? Right? And for the ones who be thinking, you be talking about these PGs, but you don't play PG. Well, when you say I do play PG, you come holler at me now, and you tell me what am I doing. It's almost like the things that I've been saying, creating offense, having a really good teammate grade. The whole point is we're playing the role that's given. Right? That's the goal. You're playing the role that's given. Right? Now, like I said, these guys are going to shoot because you're playing with a PG that's got confidence. Take some water real quick. So, if you guys have to ask me a question about, what do I consider, somebody's going to probably ask me, well, why do you say in the first quarter you're playing with a pass first PG that you're probably going to lose? Because you want to know why? The rec is fast paced, right? Especially if you're playing with randoms. In a second, you can look at your screen or look at your phone and I'm chilling, y'all down by 15 points because you're not doing your part, especially if you're playing PG. That's why everybody says, bro, PG is not for everybody because it's not a simple task. You got to play your part. You got to get these guys open looks. And Yella's doing that. Not only is he doing that, he's also beating his matchup numerous times. And he's getting stops. Right? Look at that right there. And he ain't no two-way. But guess what? Still a PG at the end of the day. Yella's still a PG, so he still can get the assist. Unselfish, right? Because like I told y'all, Yella's not there to, show out. He's there to play his role and win games. And that's what he's doing. But again, still beating the PG. Still doing it. But why is it so rare to find a player like this? Like, I just don't get it, y'all. I mean, look. Leave him open if you want to. Leave him open. Why did I compare him to De'Aaron Fox and Damian Lillard? I mean, it's very similar. Electric with the ball fast, got range, confidence out of this world, right? Oh, right there, he was in the corner. Dog, it was a fast break. Look at the scoreboard. How about we take a look at the teammate grade? Look at the scoreboard. Okay? Look at Yella with the ball. Okay, that's contested. Water. Leave him open if you want to. I guess we can get to some of these comments, though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to tell what it is, though, with point guards, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to tell. Okay, that's from the parking lot. My goodness. Leave Yella open if you want to. Okay? And no, if somebody's going to ask me, do you think that you can develop into being a PG? I mean, probably if I had the lab PG, of course, if I learned how to L2 cancel things like that, of course. right? But it does not. It's not my game. It's never. I've never. The last time I've been a PG, like to where I'm natural, was when I was younger. You know, because everybody as a kid wants to be a point guard, right? But when you get older, you realize, you know, point guard is more than just getting assists. You know, you gotta play your part. It's not just you just getting assists. You gotta find ways to create offense. You have to. And I think 2K18, 2K16, no matter of fact, 2K14, which was a PS3 I had, I was a PG. 2K15, I was a PG. 2K16, I was a PG. 2K18 was the last year I played PG. And then I moved to shooting guard. And then I realized shooting guard kind of fits my style more. Then 2K19, I went to small forward. Then that's when I really, you know, realized that that's what I like to do, you know, a little bit of everything. That's what a small forward really does. They can do everything. They can guard people, they can score, they can, you know, like I said, do a bit of everything, right? But Yella as that 6'4" as a combo guard is, you know, what you, like I said, a combo of things that you need in a guard. Somebody who's not scared to shoot, somebody who can get to the free throw, who can get to the basket, all things like that, who can create looks for others, right? This guy is quick with the ball. And y'all don't even see me play with y'all like that. Like I said, that's why I say he's like one of my most underrated players. But like I said, hopefully, let me see who sent me this DM. Samurai Coach. So Samurai Coach with the DM. Hopefully, you know, these are some tips. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, man, just know your identity on your build, Samurai. That's what you got to do, okay? Or even anybody out there. Again, know what your build does. If your PG build got an 87 mid-range, use it. Because honestly, a mid-range on this game is way more OP than a 3, because it's easier to time a midi on this game than a 3, right? But know that. If you got a 90-something 3-ball, find ways to use it. But if you got these, you know, attributes and you don't know how to use it, then that's not, that build's not for you. See what I'm saying? You kind of messed up. Because you made something that does not fit your style of play, to where it's going to make you struggle more. And not only that, but put the other 4 players in bad situations because you don't know how to use your build correctly. See what I'm saying? But like I said, you got to have, you know, just have the confidence, bro. If you don't get nothing else from this video, confidence, that's key. If you have confidence, meaning you're not scared to, you know, go out there, swing first, right? You know, then you'll be fine. But if you're scared with the ball, you don't know what you're doing, you're just running around like I showed y'all earlier what the other guy was doing, you're putting your team in losing situations to where that's why you're down 30, that's why you're down by 40, and that's why you kind of feel useless. You're going to feel useless when you're sitting in a corner as a PG because you're not doing your job as a point guard. And listen to a lot of old folks that have told me this in game chat, right? The ones that I argue. Now, like I said, hear what I'm saying, right? In my opinion, the ones I've gotten into arguments with have been grown adults, old heads that are older than me that are trying to tell me, because I think, try to tell me this numerous times, bro, you don't know basketball. You not know who Rondo is. You not know who Chris Paul is. No, you must not know basketball. Because if you go look up young Chris Paul or young Rajon Rondo, you will see that those guys were threats with the ball when they were younger. Y'all are trying to judge them now because they're like old. They're way out of their prime. They're old to where, of course, their game is going to be, you know, one read, you know, just dribble and get assists. But when they were young, go look up how they played when they were younger. They were a threat with the ball. Okay? They weren't given those nicknames for a reason. You see what I'm saying? They earned those nicknames, right? Because I get that a lot from a lot of these people that are so-called older than me that, oh, you must not know who Chris Paul and Rondo is. No, you must not know. Because those guys are not one read. You see what I'm saying? But these guys in the rec are one read. Because the reality is they don't know what they're doing. So they shouldn't be a point guard or a shooting guard. But like I'm saying, man, you know, I hope y'all enjoyed this, you know, little rant video. You know, hopefully these clips, you know, help some of y'all out so y'all can, you know, see what I'm talking about. You know, I try to do the best I could do. Because like I said, I'm not even a point guard at heart. You guys know that. But in reality, you know, when I do some of this with my peach build in yellow, I don't get hyped because I know he's doing his role. That's what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? He's supposed to go out there and do his job, have an A teammate grade. He's supposed to do that, right? Because that's what a PG they go out there, they create offense, and they do it for others as well, right? But you know what I'm saying? That's what they're supposed to do. So how can I be mad at that? Like I said, when I make a build, I actually try to learn the build, right? And you want to realize why I wasn't really playing yellow as much as because like I told y'all, one, y'all know I'm not a PG, but I'm trying to figure out what does yellow do best. Now I'm not gonna lie to y'all. When I found some SIGs that fits yellow, that kind of unlocked who yellow is. You know what I'm saying? Because like I told you, he has like a 90 speed with ball. So the fact that he's fast with the ball already, you see what I'm saying? I done got some SIGs to where he's kind of dangerous. And I'm not talking about Jamal Murray. I'm not talking about Jamal Murray behind the back, even though that is an OP behind the back move, right? Everybody already knows about that. But I'm talking about some other SIGs to where he's so quick and electric with the basketball to where you can't complain about the PG not having assists because Yella's the one, scoring the ball. You don't got to score because Yella's doing it for you. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, man, let me know for this in the comment section. Hopefully, like I said, some of y'all took some good notes from this. Even if you were trying to be an upcoming point guard, understand today's basketball, okay? That's the key. Understand how today's basketball is played. A lot of the guards that are successful are combo guards, right? Combo. LaMelo Ball is a combo guard, right? I named y'all a bunch of them already. But, that's what you got to know. Understand that. Stop going in with, I got to get assists. Because even when I'm playing center, like I showed you before, when I'm playing center and I'm, getting the PG open looks and they're not going up because they're like, oh, but I'm getting assists. But you are not doing your job. Because guess what? Now, as I'm being the center, right, they're just going to sit in the paint and dare you to shoot because you are scared to shoot the ball. You're scared with the ball in your hands. That's why I said a lot of people should not be a point guard, bro. They really shouldn't because you're scared with the ball in your hands, bro. But other than that, I'm about to get up out of here. A little quick 50-minute, rant video. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to call this video, This is Why NBA 2K point guards seem useless while playing solo rec. But pretty much, hopefully that answers your question, Samurai. Like I said, and again, be honest, okay? If you know right in your mind that this ain't me, then don't make that build. Don't put yourself in that bad situation where you're gonna make yourself look like you're a bad player because you made a build that you don't know how to use. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, you're about 25. Y'all know I don't want 25. I really don't want 25, and I feel like y'all are gonna be highly disappointed when 25 news starts to drop. And I'm not. That's not me just talking. Let me just make sure I say everything real quick. Hold on, give me a second. Like I said, that's not me just talking. That's just me being real, bro. I mean, how many times have I said this about 25? It's gonna be rinse, and repeat, copy and paste. Have we not caught on to the last 3 to 4 years what 2K's been doing? Have we not caught on, guys? Like, come on now. Have we not caught on what they doing? But y'all talk to me in the comment section. But this is why some of y'all are losing rec games because your PG's not doing their job. They're not creating offense. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. See what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't win every game because you're playing with randoms. You're not going to win every game playing with randoms. What you can do is win your role. You can win your matchup. You could do that. That's what you can do. You win your role, guess what? Nobody can really complain about what you're doing because you're creating offense. You're getting people looks. They can't complain about that. When you're losing the game and you're sitting in the corner and you're not doing anything, now they have a right to complain because you seem useless. The team has to ISO to score the ball because you're sitting in the corner doing nothing. But hey, man, that's gonna wrap this one up. Like I said, y'all talk to me in the comment section. Be on the road to 5K subs. Plans for this channel is, when 2K does drop, I'm gonna let y'all, do what y'all do with that. I'll be waiting on Black Ops to drop, and then we'll be waiting on GTA 6. But other than that, don't expect me to be on 2K25. Please don't, because I'm already knowing what it's gonna be. And people are gonna be like, "Oh, I feel like you're just yapping because you were. I know you out for 2K." Well, don't think I'm yapping because, like I said, when next year was announced, I could have gotten 2K21, but I sat out for a reason. So this is not my first time sitting out. Okay, but Jay, what about Yella? What about Cody and things like that? They're gonna go overseas. See, I made this up. See, I'm gonna make my players. They went overseas instead of going to 2K25. They went overseas to get a bag instead of them going to NBA 2K25. See, like I said, I'm a content creator and I come up with ideas to make it fun and interesting. See how I did that? That's what I'm saying. I'm a creator at that. I can come up with ideas and make things fun and interesting. So what happened to Yella? What happened to Cody? What happened to Jared? Right? What happened to Julio? Right? Guess what? They all are going overseas to get a bag, and they'll be back probably soon. When will they be back? I don't know. Guess what? They'll probably be back, y'all, when 2K actually takes the time to just make one game for one console, right? And actually, do something different and stop rinsing and repeating the same thing. But other than that, yeah, because I know people ask me, okay, what are you going to do with your my players? They're going to go overseas, okay? They're going overseas. Who knows? We might put one of them in GTA 6, right? We might do something like that to make it fun and interesting, okay? We might do that. You know what I'm saying? Because that could be the storyline. We overseas and GTA 6 with, Yella or Cody, and things like that. We can make it fun, y'all, right? But who knows? We'll have to see what happens with that, right? But you see Yella in the background, still Chef Bar DM motherfuckers. He cooking motherfuckers. Look at the scoreboard, by the way, too. I mean, ain't much you got to do. The game over with, bro. I mean, it ain't much you got to do. The game over. The game, oh my goodness, Yella, don't do it to him. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that to him. The game already over. But, yeah, man. It's your boy J Mid, and we about to sign out of here, though. I guess we could just watch the rest of these plays because, the game, is clearly over. But, yeah, man. Let me know your thought in the comment section. By the way, best Gatorade flavor ever. Lemon lime. Lemon lime. I said lemon lime. Lemon lime. Lime green, right? W flavor. I am also a fan of the orange. It's funny because when I was younger, I used to always be a fan of just the red and blue one. Fruit punch and then the cool breeze one. But like I said, when I had that 9 to 5, they had run out of the ones that I liked, and I was like, I ain't never had this flavor or the other one. So I started drinking. I'm like, yo, this junk hitting. So I'm like, okay, this junk slap. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I gotta stop drinking Gatorade like that because I drink Gatorade like it's kind of like it's Kool-Aid, bro. Like it's just I drink it for the wrong purpose, but like it's good to me. That's why I drink it. But I need to start drinking more water. Like you see right here in the background, I got a water back. I got a water right here. Matter of fact, but y'all see, I got a water right here. So yeah, I stay hydrated in this room. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know the vibes, man. And one. You know what I'm saying? And one. Yella, talk to him. A minus again. I think this whole entire rant, Yella's had about an A team rating every game. It's almost like it's a mixtape too. Like I got a whole mixtape, and I'm not even a PG at heart with Yella. Like, oh my goodness, it's crazy, right? But yeah, man, y'all see what's going on, man. Y'all see what's going on. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, though, for real. It's hot in this room. I ain't gonna lie, it is very hot in this room. I'm gonna set the video finish out for y'all. Let's Yella get another stop right there. They called the foul. Let me see on my phone real quick. Let me see the vibes real quick. Hold on, y'all. I'm on Twitter real quick. I'm on Twitter. That's what I'm doing. I'm reading a tweet. Um, I think Luck tweeted this out. He said, let me go back to it. Strong feeling NBA 2K20 will be very similar to NBA 2K24. Yes, they've had their back against the wall this year with the low, he said, with how low the interest in the community is. But in 2025, next year, GTA 6 will be out. So in order for 2K to even have a chance, they'll need to produce their best product at the time. Remember this tweet, and don't be surprised if it's very similar. I mean, like I said, rinse and repeat, same thing. I mean, dog, like I said, when my players will be out of overseas is when 2K makes one game. Stop making two games. Put your focus on one game, and then you'll have my players out of overseas, right? You know, because people are gonna say, well, why not just rest them, Jay? Well, no, I want to make sure they stay sharp. So guess what? When they do come back, they still been hooping overseas, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yella's not gonna be new to this. Cody's not gonna be new to this. They went overseas, got a bag, and they stayed ready. You see what I'm saying? Stayed ready. You're not gonna put them on vacation and make them go rest, and they're gonna be lousy when they come back. Whenever they get their ish together, see what I'm saying? We want to make sure they stay ready, right? So they're gonna go overseas. I don't know. I might sign them all to the same team. I don't know. We'll have to make it interesting. We don't know what's gonna happen, okay? Because they're all very familiar with each other. You see what I'm saying? Yella, Cody, they all know each other. Jared, they all know each other. You see what I'm saying? So guess what? They will all might be signed to the same team just to make it fun. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we'll see how that happens though. Somebody says, you mean, why don't they just make one good game? Thank you. Because somebody said, why don't they just make two good games? No, that's the problem. Stop making two games. And they're making two games because of money. That's why. When they don't need the money. 2K's not broke. They're just greedy, bro. That's all it is to it. They know, oh, people are going to still buy the current gen version. So guess what? We're going to make two games. And that's why you can kind of see the lack of creativity and design and development with the next gen game, because they're not focused on one thing. They're focused on two things. But, I mean, at some point, 2K's going to have to, realize that they're falling off. So where they're going to have to make some type of change. Somewhere come soon, right? So, like we said, when GTA 6 is out, hopefully that's the wake-up call. Because like I said, NBA 2K is in a really bad spot right now. But like I said, man, I'm out, y'all, with this video. Hopefully y'all can understand what I was coming from in this video. J-Man signing out. Hit a like, subscribe, people. Peace. I love y'all. J-Man out, man.